Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and yes, today we're gonna be talking about the Celtics, as I like to do, and the trade rumors that have been swirling about. Obviously, they are just rumors, and to be honest, I don't even really think any of this is going to happen. I'm just speculating and talking about, hey, if it did happen, alright, wouldn't it be cool? So yeah, don't everybody think, like, I did say, I'll say this right now, I honestly thought Kevin Durant was coming here, and it was pretty damn close. He even said recently, an article came out yesterday, where Kevin Durant said, like, as soon as he saw Tom Brady, he was ready to say, yes, like, let's just do it right now, let's sign up and become a member of the Celtics, like, just like that. But then he was like, hold on, let's settle down, let's think out our options, and of course, he ended up going to the Warriors instead of the Celtics or staying with the Thunder, but it really was between them three, so pretty close, you know, I'll take it. It wasn't that bad. It is disappointing, but it is what it is, you know, nothing you can do about it. But this is a completely different scenario. Him doing that has basically set up a chain of reactions now that'll affect the league for the next 5 to 10 years. Not only is there a super team in Golden State building, but now they've set Oklahoma City and their franchise basically into I don't want to say a rebuild, but now they have to completely look at the way they've worked free agency this year, and they have to say, do we want to do the same thing for Russell Westbrook next year? Or does Sam Presti, the GM, who has been known for trading guys away before their free agency, James Harden, Ibaka, as they just did, like, do they want to try and get something back for him? They got a really solid return for Ibaka, it looks like right now. I mean, you look at it and you say they did a pretty good job getting from the Orlando Magic Oladipo, not a bad player right there. And I mean, again, you might have lost Ibaka and gotten nothing back, just like they just did with Kevin Durant. So they're now sitting there looking at Russell Westbrook like, hey, is this going to happen to you as well? Is this team going to have a really rough year? And then he's going to say, look, I can go to LA where the fashion is. He's huge. He's a big fashion guy. He can get max money where he can get it pretty much everywhere. He's going to get it everywhere. But if he signs an extension now, it's like, I think it's what, 30 or 50 million less money? That, yeah, I know, bad grammar, but that is a lot of money, and it's a lot of dollars as, again, more TV money coming in next year. The salary cap expected to rise even more. So he's not going to sign an extension. He's already, I think they've already said basically, like, he's not going to sign an extension. It would be stupid for him too, like, and pretty much that's now that where they're at is, hey, this guy probably, like, he might not be sticking around, and we have a chance to either A, try and get something for him now, or stay with what we did this year with Durant and try again. But if we lose him, we've lost now 2 Hall of Fame caliber players in back-to-back years, which is definitely no bueno for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, you look at the Celtics and where they come into this. They're going to be mixed in with all of the trade rumors and any player that teams are trying to trade that is a star caliber player. You guys saw, I said Blake Griffin. Names have been tossed out there like Jimmy Butler was before the Bulls kind of stacked up and added Dwayne Wade, and then they kind of added Rondo as well, who's a pretty solid player. I've said that before, and he had a pretty good year last year. But now you're looking at him. He's not going anywhere, probably. They've already said he really wasn't. It was kind of him or Derrick Rose. They made their decision. Derrick Rose was out the door, and they are building around Jimmy Butler. It's his team in the Bulls. But then there's also some other guys out there that, you know, have been kind of had rumors and rumblings. DeMarcus Cousins is one of them. I mean, they kind of want to build their franchise around him, they've said, even though I don't really understand why. Great player, but even recently, he literally just came out yesterday, and reporters were asking him, you know, what his thoughts were on the draft and, you know, the young talent bringing to the team, and he said, I don't control that, and, like, I just focus on me, and then he said, it doesn't make sense to me, but that's not my job. Like, why does he not say something positive? They did draft some big men, so I guess it could be confusing to him, because, you know, he's supposed to be their young big men talent, and when they're drafting, you know, power forwards and centers, it's like, what's going on here? But still, can't he say something positive? So I don't know. DeMarcus Cousins kind of, he does some bonehead things. That's the only reason why a lot of people really don't know what's the status with him and why he's been up in the air in trade rumors. But then moving on, Blake Griffin is the new recent, I guess, might be traded, probably not going anywhere. And he has been linked to the Celtics again because they have so much assets. A lot of people don't understand that we fleeced the Nets to get rid of Paul Pierce and KG and Jason Terry for a couple years, man. And we got pretty much all their draft picks up until like 2019, 2020. and I think one of them's a swap, and then the other two are first-round picks from them. And again, they're not looking too great. Their free agency was kind of rough. They had some guys who they lined up for deals, but then their respective teams said, we'll match those deals. We'll keep them on. I think it was Portland and Miami, but yeah, they didn't really get too much. They got Jeremy Lin and some other guys, so they don't really look like another strong caliber team, especially when a lot of teams in the East got better. So those picks are gonna be lottery-esque picks more than likely. It's a pretty good chance. Now, again, I think the 76ers have probably gotten better than the Nets have, which is crazy to say. They got loads of young talent. I mean, Ben Simmons looking great, Embiid coming back. They still have their big centers down low, Joel and Noel, so yeah, I think they're actually going to be a better team than the Nets. I don't think that's too crazy to say. So, yeah, with that said, the Celtics have a lot of good assets. They have a lot of good young players. You saw Terry Rozier putting out in Summer League. They already said they're not trading Jaylen Brown, but, I mean, pretty solid young player. Played like a top 3 pick in Summer League. A lot of people were harping on field goal percentages, but he still shot, I think it was 32%, whereas Ben Simmons shot only 36%. So it really wasn't that bad. Like, he still scored about 16 a game, had 6 boards, and he looked pretty solid for most of Summer League. Again, it is Summer League, so limit your expectations, but they've got a lot of young assets. They still have Avery Bradley, first-team all-defense, and Isaiah Thomas, guys who are on small contracts, but then they also have a couple guys like Amir Johnson, who's on a 1-year deal now for about $12 million, where if they had to move a superstar who's making a lot of money, they package him in with another guy, a couple picks, and bada bing, bada boom, they can make it happen and make the money work both ways so teams aren't under the cap because you have to be over a certain number. But yeah, that's why the Celtics are linked to a lot of these guys. Again, do I think either of these guys will happen? No, but I mean, it could. The Celtics say they're not done. Does that mean that they're going after these guys? I don't really know. They're clearly going after someone. They've come out and said, hey, we're not done. You know, Isaiah Thomas said, look, we're still looking to pick up guys, still going to make some moves. Danny Ainge come out and said the same thing. They're looking for a stronger center, they said. Or I think that's the exact words Danny Ainge used was a stronger center. Now, I'm not sure if that is Blake Griffin. I think he can play the center, especially if you put Al Horford at the 4, which he wants to play, reportedly. I think it could work out, but I don't know. I would obviously love to see either of those two guys in green. It would be incredible. I mean, Westbrook is a top 5 talent in the NBA. Let's not get it twisted. Top 5 player in the NBA. It's going to be crazy the numbers he's going to put up next year, wherever he is, if he's in OKC or whatever he could be traded to. The numbers are going to be huge. You saw the numbers when KD was out. Crazy, man. The dude just balls out of control, but he balls out, man. It's disgusting how good he is. And yeah, it's going to be really cool to see if the Celtics make a deal or if they ease back. I really want them to make a deal because, honestly, I think a superstar now is so much better than the chance at a player who has a chance of becoming a superstar. I think the risk involved there, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, I think they did a pretty good job with Jaylen Brown. Again, at first second when they picked him, I was like, no, because I wanted Jimmy Butler, and there was rumors saying they could get him with that pick if they took Dunn and then swapped him, but those came out to be just rumors. So I'm pretty happy with Jaylen Brown. He's a good player, and you've seen that, and yeah, I think he's a pretty good prospect coming for the season. But yeah, those are my thoughts, I guess. I really don't think these deals are going to happen, but I would love to see them happen. I even tried mocking up some 4-team deals, and it is so hard to trade between 4 teams and 3 teams. I think they would be separate deals. I don't know. They could, in theory, trade for both of them. Could. I don't even know if the league would allow that. Like, is there a veto at some point where that comes? But, yeah, they could definitely do it because of, again, the contracts they have and the draft picks. They have so many draft picks from the Nets still. A lot of first-rounders from, they have a Clippers pick coming up, I think 2 in 2019. I think they have a first-round pick. So they have a lot of first-round picks just built up and a lot of guys on good contracts, which means they are going to be involved in all the trade talks. And, yeah, they're just, they're going to be a team linked to pretty much everything. So, yeah, I'll definitely talk about more rumors and stuff and if there's more definite stuff. But, I guess that is my thoughts on Blake Griffin and Russell Westbrook coming to the Celtics. It would be dope. Like, both are great players. I'd give up pretty much whatever I can to get either one of them because both are pretty good. I mean, I think more on the Westbrook side than the Griffin side just because he's a top 5 player in the league. Griffin probably top 20, top 15, still a great player, and you want to get a superstar on this team to combine with Al Horford and whatever pieces are left over, Isaiah Thomas, maybe it's David Bradley, I don't know, is Jay Crowder still? Like, it depends on what they'd have to do to get those guys, but yeah, those are quick thoughts on this. I know I wanted to do this. I will do another video talking about free agency and some other guys' key steals that I think teams got. I hope you guys do like the videos, me talking about basketball and that kind of stuff. If you have other things you want me to talk about basketball-wise, let me know down in the comment section, and I will talk about them, yeah. But I hope you guys did enjoy and like the new setup here. But yeah, that's it for the video. Peace out, man.